Hello. Right, so this is where I'm at so far. This isn't just about what I'm growing, it's a bit of a chat as well. For those of you who thought I'd started off a little bit early this year, you were right. A lot of my stuff got destroyed by the last two frosts of the year. So, but yeah, I've got lots of chilies, lots of peppers, lots of tomatoes, lots of herbs, blah, blah, blah. The blueberry bushes are doing amazing. I'm going to repot them. They need to go into bigger pots. I'll get more out of them. I'm going to get 2 more as well. They're like ericaceous soil, so I need to go and get some more of that. There was the whole Nigel Farage thing, with him not being able to get a bank account. I know this is old news now already, but me saying get your money out of the bank now doesn't sound so fanatical anymore, does it? It doesn't sound so crazy anymore, does it? Just saying, you know, if they can do it, they're not going to stop cash overnight. It's not going to happen. But they can stop your bank account overnight. They don't want dissidents, and that's what we are to them. We're just real people, but we're dissidents to them. The Angry Prepper, he put I don't watch all of his videos because I mean I don't always, you know, a lot of his stuff isn't really that relevant to me. And on top of the fact that he's not really that angry. It's like when you order a really spicy curry and it turns out to be really mild. That's Angry Prepper. But there was one video that he did a couple of weeks ago, and it was along the lines of if it came to the crunch, would you lay down your life for the greater good? You know, along the lines of, say, the French resistance, pure, unadulterated bravery. Would you? And it was quite a profound question. Now, I know me. I'm ready. I'm at that point now where I'm just thinking, let's stop pussyfooting around. Let's get it on. My arm is on. But it's maybe a question you should ask yourself, because I think it's an important question to ask yourself. I mean, the atrocities of World War II were quite localised when you think about it. You know, it was like, you know, it was the Eastern Bloc. It was it never reached that kind of horrible, horrific madness didn't reach the shores of England or America or Canada or any of the Five Eyes. It never got to us. Well, this is a global thing. This is every country. So it's just a question that I think you should ask yourself. So yeah, going back to food, I'm nowhere near what I wanted to do. Again, nowhere near how I was last year or the year before. But what I have done is a good friend of mine who's switched on, and I went away last weekend for a camping trip with a friend that I've known for nearly 30 years, and I might as well have been on my own, completely oblivious. Yeah, I wish I'd gone on my own. Yeah, so this friend of mine, I had a hedge that just stretches all the way from the house, all the way down, and I've had this section. I keep walking into a spider's web right across my face. It does my head in, so I have to just be sure that it's not there. I've had the whole hedge removed, including all of the root systems, and then he's dropped off a load of he's got one of these chippers that you just put branches and stuff like that in there. I'm going to wait for that to rot down a little bit and then mix that in with the soil. So you've got a healthier soil. There's a word for it. You're probably all screaming it out to me at the moment. And in there I'm going to be planting 3, maybe 4 small fruit trees, and then in amongst those at the bottom along the edge there, other fruit, you know, like black currants, red currants, stuff like that, as much as I can cram in there. All the potatoes there, they're all growing from potatoes that I've just missed in the trusty wardrobe that needs fixing up a little bit. But yeah, I've not planted any in there. These have all just come up by themselves. And then some of the bags that I've planted potatoes in have let me down as well. But half of them, I mean, I should have had double what you see in there. And then I'm just growing a few bits and bobs there. But it's all a start. There's a science to growing food, and we're all learning. And we'll get there. We'll get there. Just keep researching. Got my fruit trees. Got some plums. No pears on there. They're all learning curves. This is all a brand new learning experience for all of us. For most of us. You know, there are skill sets that we had that have just been bred out of us because of the indoctrination system of the schools. I joined a dating site, and that's been tough. You know, when it's too soon, it's a tough one. And trying to find someone that fits the criteria is impossible. It's impossible. They're all twisted up into the system. And there was one particular woman, very attractive, very interested. She said that she was a child therapist, and I just said, I responded, well, you know, I've worked with kids and stuff in kids' homes and stuff. And I just said I'm well against the whole integration of the trans education, fake science, fake biology bullshit that's being pushed into our schools. And she responded with, well, my child is trans. And I just said, well, that's the end of that then. You know, she's trans because of you and your stupidity and ignorance and weakness. I didn't say all that. I just left it at that because I didn't want to get banned from because you can get banned from getting a bit carried away. So just like anything else, you've got to watch what you say. You know, never show all of your cards either. I mean, that silver, you know, when I was showing you about we were talking about buying silver and stuff like that, I've been looking high and low just to try and find answers. What do you do with a sovereign? You can't go into a shop with a 400, 450, 500 pound, whatever the rate is, the going rate is, sovereign into a shop and buy 50 quid's worth of food. How are they going to give you change if there's no cash anymore? And there are no definitive answers. None. It's a nightmare. So silver is probably the way to go. So what I showed you and what I might actually have could be two completely different things. There was a video that Survival Lily did ages ago, and she just showed, you know, because she's such a high profile prepper. She showed how, you know, I need to get a bit more of this. I've only got a few tins of this, and yeah, righto, nudge nudge, wink wink. Don't show everyone what you've got, especially if you're a YouTuber, because this is reaching more eyes than just you lovely lot. So it was just a quick one. I've kept the van because someone else pointed out what I said in that video, that if there was an EMP or a CME, and a CME is very likely, that van, there's a very good chance that will start up and I can get a lot of food and I've got water filtration systems, that everything can go in the back of that, and off I go, no problem, when everyone else is losing their shit. So yeah, it was just a quick one, really. Keep growing. And to all of you that are having problems with the anxiety and fear and depression, every day you wake up, the next day it does feel better than the day before. And every day you survive that fear, that anger, that depression, that anxiety, you're adding more armour to yourself. You're getting stronger. If you really think about that, you'll know that I'm not talking utter bollocks. Much love to you all. Ciao for now.